This video is a product buyer's guide intended for gift givers and adult collectors. Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
Disney's 2023 live-action adaptation of The Little Mermaid is officially in theaters, and with its extensive lineup of accompanying merch, it's been quite a hot topic in the collector community. Today, we'll be reviewing the Deluxe Mermaid edition of Mattel's Ariel doll, fully articulated and complete with premium details like a water sculpture stand, additional accessories, and more. This is just one of several live-action Little Mermaid dolls now available on the market. The signature budget version was released some weeks ago, and she made a lot of waves online. Across Mattel's collection, you can find various versions of Ariel, her sisters, her father King Triton, Prince Eric, and of course the iconic sea witch villain Ursula, played by Melissa McCarthy in the film. There's also a really cute line of mini dolls by Jack's Toys. I think fans of chibi stylization will love those, as well as blind box treasure chests called Sea Prizes that contain various accessories. We found a ton of these Little Mermaid products at Target, particularly those with dedicated Disney Store sections. Did you guys pick up any of these other products leading up to the film's release? Let us know in the comments. Disney's original animated Little Mermaid film was released in 1989 to enormous success and widely accredited for kickstarting Disney's so-called Renaissance era. It's definitely one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, so needless to say, there's been quite a bit of fanfare over this new iteration. We'll check out the Deluxe Ariel doll's every detail in today's in-depth review, including a discussion of her value, comparisons to other sculpts based on Halle Bailey's face, and much more, so keep on watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you won't miss a moment of the adult collector perspective here on Toy Chat. Alright, let's take a dive under the sea.
We ordered this Deluxe Ariel on Amazon, priced at $45. We aren't sure of her availability through other retailers since her listing on Mattel's website only shows Amazon. We'll share the link to order her in the description below. This Ariel comes packaged in a large window display box, with the classic logo displayed across the bottom. We can see her crab companion Sebastian posed before an underwater graphic, and Deluxe Mermaid Ariel written on the right. We get a full view of Ariel herself in the window, with an elaborate coral reef backdrop scene behind her. The plastic is surrounded by a shiny gold border, shaped like ocean waves. On either side of the box, we can see the Little Mermaid logo and Deluxe Ariel text once again. Both sides feature a similar oceanic backdrop, but on one side we see Ariel's fishy best friend Flounder. The back of the box features a full-body photo of Ariel, besides description text that reads, "The Little Mermaid reimagines the beloved story of Ariel, a curious mermaid who longs to experience life on land, and finds herself on an unexpected journey of self-discovery." Alright, let's unbox her and bring her where the people are.
Here we have Deluxe Mermaid Ariel up on the surface and out of her packaging. In this live-action film, Ariel is, of course, played by Halle Bailey, of the singing sister duo Chloe and Halle. This face sculpt is completely original to Mattel's new line of Ariel dolls, and it's based on Halle's real-life facial features. She even has Halle's mole just above her left eyebrow. There are two tiers of eyeshadow above her brown eyes. One is a light periwinkle with a smokier brown over the top. Her cheeks are dusted with light blush, and her lips are painted a soft maroon. Unfortunately, this doll does have a slight face pixelation, which Barbie screenings have become notorious for, but it's definitely not as egregious as some other cases. Shop Disney also has their own iterations of Halle's Ariel face in their exclusive releases, as well as the much larger limited edition 17-inch doll. I'm curious which of these you guys think is the most accurate depiction of Halle. Let us know in the comments. As you can see, she also has rooted eyelashes, and they're applied pretty nicely on this one. If you inspect Ariel's hairline, you'll see she has painted baby hairs. The hair itself is a dark auburn, lightly crimped with several sections styled into mini braids. Ariel wears a large golden tiara over her head with a clamshell at the center and various other sculpting details that resemble pearls, bubbles, and maybe even sea grapes. In total, she wears 6 metallic gold hair ring accessories. On her left side, we see 2 shaped like large clamshells and 1 with a simple textured design at the center. Over on her right side, there are 2 additional simple hair rings and a third with a unique sculpt. It has swirly detailing on top and what looks like a white puka shell on the bottom. In case you were wondering, Ariel has no earrings or earring holes.
Similar to her look in the movie, Ariel sports a bra top and mermaid tail. Her indigo top has a white mesh top trim, and the bust is decorated with iridescent polka dots that resemble scales. There are plastic shoulder straps attached, and it opens in the back with Velcro. She wears a shimmery gold bracelet on her left wrist. It has detailed sculpting that resembles coral and possibly a pearl in the middle section. Check out that mermaid tail. Seafoam green mesh fabric billows outwards at either side of the top trim. The tail itself transitions from a deep aquamarine green to a soft lavender pink at the bottom. This section is made up of a soft, stretchy fabric and dotted with iridescent scales front to back. Her tail fin begins at the bottom with a ruffle section of sheer pink fabric draped over the top. There's additional ruffle detailing on either bottom side as well. Her 2 fin pieces are made up of thin, papery fabric and decorated in a pastel fish-like design. They remind us a bit of butterfly wings. This is a removable fashion piece structured a bit like an ankle-length pencil skirt. If you lift up her fins or pose her at certain angles, you can see the bottom of her feet.
Speaking of her feet, yes, if you'd like to, you can give this mermaid human legs. The tail fashion piece can simply be slipped off with a little effort since it's pretty form-fitting. Although she unfortunately is not on the made-to-move body sculpt, Ariel does have the universal standard 11 articulation points seen on many other dolls. You can pose her at the neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, thighs, and knees. We did notice that similar to some other Barbies, she has a line of discoloration over her knees. It seems like this might be a common manufacturing thing or something. She does not have ankle joints. The statement piece of this Ariel, however, is her glorious water sculpture stand. It's an intricate, slightly translucent blue sculpt covered in bubble and wave details. Everything is attached to a whirlpool base at the bottom, and you can pose Ariel at the torso using this clasp at the top. Fully positioned inside, it looks like water is swirling around her, and she does tend to tilt at a slight angle, which may bother some people, but to others it may contribute to the illusion that she's swimming. All right, from here, let's jump into our final thoughts on Deluxe Mermaid Ariel.
There's been a lot of talk and anticipation for the live-action Little Mermaid and the dolls. It's been fascinating to watch collectors find and collect this merchandise. This doll in particular lives up to its name. It does feel like a deluxe version of the Playline iterations found on toy aisle shelves. It's definitely a pretty doll with all the bells and whistles you would expect from a deluxe doll. The gorgeous stand is a standout. This doll deserves to be unboxed and displayed on your shelf. We had trouble locating this doll and had to buy her online. We are curious when it will be available in stores, if at all. Though I would assume the average consumer might get sticker shock when her price is rung up. Overall, I think this is a pretty doll despite the price, and would make a perfect memorabilia for fans of the film.
So admittedly, I'm not really one for the live-action Disney movies in general. That's a whole separate discussion. But historically, I haven't purchased most of the live-action Disney princess dolls because they just haven't really spoken to me. And I think in general, realism can be challenging to translate into Playline releases. I think Mattel was aware of how much hype and conversation this particular remake would stir up because it does seem like they put a little extra care into the development of this Halle Bailey sculpt. While I do think the Shop Disney sculpts are probably more detailed and have more realistic features, I actually think the Mattel version might look more like Halle. Although it is a bit cartoonier in a similar sense to Barbie. I made a point to hold out for this version of Ariel specifically since the other budget and Target shelf versions were a bit simple for my taste. In person, I think I can say this is my favorite version among the new Mattel Ariels available. She definitely feels like the most adult collector friendly version. I love that her mermaid tail is a removable fabric fashion piece instead of plastic, and the water stand is definitely the chef's kiss touch for display. I do, however, kind of wish it had a little extra sparkle or translucence to it. $45 I think is a slightly hefty asking price for this overall. A lot of the fabrics and materials here are pretty standard playline grade, but she definitely comes with more pieces and feels elevated from the other budget dolls available. I'd love to see more intricate character-specific display stands like this one in the future. Like many others, I think these dolls are a very special opportunity to introduce the magical character of Ariel to a whole new generation, and it's nice we have so many doll and toy options to choose from, so to some extent, there's probably a little something for everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this review. We hope you enjoyed it. Definitely let us know your thoughts on the 2023 Little Mermaid dolls and this Deluxe Mermaid version in particular. Are you planning on seeing the movie? Have you seen it already? Let us know in the comments below. Related playlists will be linked on screen here. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. Let us know what you want to see reviewed next, and we'll see you next time. Bye.